So those are the based on number of origins. Origin and insertion. So these are group of muscles: sternocleidomastoid. Origin on the sternum, inserted on the mastoid process. So origin and insertion. And then action, it can have adduction, abduction, circumduction. So these are how muscles are named. And then you have, these are just some of the major muscles, just so you will have an idea. So this is your trapezius muscles. These muscles, your infraspinatus, teres major, this is part of the muscles of your rotator cuff on your shoulder. Infraspinatus, supraspinatus, subscapularis, those are the 4 muscles that make up your rotator cuff muscles. I don't expect you also to memorize all the muscles in the body. Just those very common ones that you will always encounter. There are a lot of muscles. We don't have enough time to memorize all of those. So just a few that you will always encounter when you go to your clinicals. But if you have time, and you want to memorize all of those muscles, that's for your own good. So the facial muscles, you have your frontalis, the one on the forehead, your orbicularis oculi, frontalis for frowning, orbicularis oculi for blinking, and you have levator palpebral superioris, that is underneath your orbicularis oculi. So it's not shown here. Orbicularis oris, you have the one that encircles the mouth. And then you have, what is it? The buccinator muscle. That is the one that helps you hold the food in your between your teeth. Your buccinator. This one. And then you have your zygomaticus. That is your for smiling on your zygomatic bone, and then your platysma on your neck. So those are some of those facial muscles. So platysma to your mouth. The chewing muscles, it's only the masseter and the temporalis muscles. Buccinator, they say it's part of the chewing muscles, but it only opens the mouth so that you can hold food between your teeth. It's the masseter and the temporalis. These are the chewing muscles. Remember that. And then you have sternocleidomastoid muscles and trapezius muscles, so we can move our neck from side to side or up and down. That is your sternocleidomastoid muscles. This is located here. Go to your, that is inserted on your mastoid process. And your muscles of respiration, you have your intercostal muscles. Intercostals, that means it's located between the ribs. You have the internal and external intercostal diaphragm, which is the main muscles for respiration. And then you have muscles of the abdominal and the vertebral column. You have your internal and external oblique. These are accessory muscles for people who have difficulty of exhalation. It's located on the side or on the ribs. You have your external oblique, internal oblique. They are accessory muscles for respiration. But the main muscles for respirations are your intercostals and your diaphragm. And then you have your rectus abdominis. This is the rectus abdominis. And then you have your transverse oblique transverse. And that's the muscles that is hurting when you are coughing. Your transversus abdominis. So when you experience bouts of coughing, sometimes it hurts your abdominal area. And the muscles that are involved is your transversus abdominis. And then muscles of the vertebral column, you have the erector spinae, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius, and then you have your iliopsoas. Trapezius. Let me show the trapezius. Trapezoid triangle. So these are the most common muscles that you will encounter. So you have your trapezius muscles. And then you have your latissimus dorsi. And then of course your deltoid. That is a cup on the shoulder where you give your deltoid shots or intramuscular injection. Do you want to take a break? Okay, let's take a 15 minutes break, okay? Come back at 11:10. Okay, let's take a 15 minutes break or 20 minutes, okay?